Wanasakalalia Hawabashime Shaibashime Kakodash to be honest to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. I'm the brother Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. I'm just gonna play that video here and then I'll get down into the meat of the matter.
Your shares think that money won't matter in 2036.
Well, what do you want money for? You want money for goods and services. Well, if that is so abundant that there's more, that the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for in that case?
Let's agree that that could be where we end up. I'm concerned about the road, and we live in democracies, and people are very worried about this. So I guess two questions. Firstly, do you have to have massive redistribution from people like you to the people who are losing their jobs? Do you need to pay more tax? Do you have much higher taxes on capital so that you fund some kind of universal income? Otherwise, what do people live off?
I think that the Treasury should just simply issue people checks.
But where's the revenue coming from? I mean, I'm enough of an economist. If you just issue checks, you're going to have inflation.
These things were relevant in the past. They will not be relevant in the future. So
this devil is up to his tricks again, man. And I saw some comment this morning in a video, a cartoon video, basically speaking about something similar to this, which is universal basic income. It was a cartoon that once did, I think, back in the 70s, 80s, the cartoon was from. So it was like predicting, what will happen in the future with computers and AI, basically. And the conclusion was to pay people to live. Now, a lot of people commented on that and said them don't see that as anything a bad thing. It's a good thing. Now, you want sick, deranged mind think that these people, this devil here, gonna take his wealth and give it to the common man out here. You're crazy, man. This should be a red light. This should be a warning sign that these people is about to depopulate the planet, man. You see, you don't know the belief, you don't know what these devils basically actually believe in, man. You see, man? And they've been telling you, what they actually believe in. I can't remember. There was a eugenics, by the way, who said that you all should be put on a panel, man. And state or justify or try to justify why you should live. Yeah. As we speak about eugenics, let me see if we can get something pertaining to that eugenics agenda bullshit. He said the idea that a person must stand before a panel or authority to justify the right to live or consume social resources reflecting darkest, most conceived application of historical eugenics and utilitarian abolition. Yeah, so that's a part of the eugenics belief. And can remember the Nazis in World War II. That's what they said. They killed a whole lot of people according to the so-called white man history of the Nazis. We don't know what some of the propaganda about that, the facts, if it's true or lie, because they say that these gutter rats were killed in the millions, but don't believe that shit. But anyway, you know, their belief basically is to get rid of inferior people. You know, but then, you know, and here they are saying that you consuming resources and don't pay no part, you know, or, you know, in no form of way can justify why you should live. You know, what part to play. How does a profit being here? Yeah. So, you know, you enter into the Nazis' useless eaters class, man. Yeah. That's why you enter into that. That's what they believe, certain people. But then, which basically is just eugenics, man. Eugenics basically will point you out as a useless eater. So if you are being paid to live, for what purpose they're gonna pay you to live, man? So these people don't intend. And the reason why he's saying this, he's saying that AI and automation is gonna take over, man. And a lot of people are gonna lose their jobs. I'm gonna show you why. And we're going into the scriptures and show you what's really gonna happen, man. They're gonna kill your asses. That's what they're gonna do. This is eugenics, and the term. So the term for useless. This is the term useless eaters. They say the term useless eater is a historical Nazi propaganda phrase used to describe people with physical or mental disabilities. You have mental disabilities, man. Cause guess what? You people believe, you know, that somehow the government was trying to save you from a V and go take a shot, man. You know, you don't have any sense. You know, very low IQ. You know, go and take a shot. You know, risking your life to save your job. You put a job over your life. The ability to travel over your life, as in if you are dead, or you're gonna keep your job. It's crazy that people actually go out and do that for a burger. Cause they give incentives like burger and all these things for get to go and mess yourself up. So a lot of you people, you have mental issues, man. You have demons on you. That's what a mental issue is. Anyway, implying they were financial burdens, yeah, because where the all the money will come from to pay people who are basically not contributing any at all to their own existence. Where all that money will come from? That's why the lady asks Elon Musk if them are gonna basically foot the bill for pay people. You see, and him dance around a question, man. Dance around a question. Him late for the government because where the money will come from? Because she just asks about inflation. Because if you continue to make money just to pay people, you're gonna have inflation. So the whole thing not sustainable. It doesn't make sense. Nothing about that type of economics that is basically speaking about makes no sense unless they plan to do something else, and the plan is to kill your asses, man. You have become a financial burden automatically, and not only financial burden, because these men believe that you being here,
This guy's AI found him 58
consuming
trades.
energy. You being here consuming energy is a problem. That's what they believe. You are a problem. Being here, using up all the resources and energy. Let me play this. This is what they actually believe, man.
This equation has four factors, a little bit of multiplication. So you've got a thing on the left, CO2, that you want to get to zero. And that's going to be based on the number of people, the services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health.
The reason why the approach was to speak about population, because he's trying to say that the population, the size of the population, you know what I mean, is a reason for the CO2 levels to go up. Yeah, this is what they believe. They believe that you are here, you know, as a problem to the planet. You being here and your consumption is a problem to the planet. So why the hell are they gonna feed you for you to be here, continuing to be a problem, you know, emitting CO2 for the planet, man? Why the hell you should believe that they're gonna do that, man? You see, and these men plan to get rid of you in all different shape, all different manner, I should say. You know, whether by certain catastrophic events, wars, famine that is going to be engineered. All these things are going to be engineered to wipe the population out, and that's what they plan to do. They plan to wipe the population out. This is a depopulation agenda, man. And guess who put that spirit on them? The Lord. The Lord put that spirit on them, man, to bring the population down. Yeah. Let me get, and to show you that a whole lot of people are gonna die. And remember that these men are the commandments and the Georgia Guidestones maintain the world population down to what? 600 million or 500 million. I don't remember exactly the number, but you know, is a couple of 100 million. That's what it was. You know. They say, what you need money for? You gotta have abundance of goods, man. Abundance of goods. But, you know, things are go cheap because automation and AI gonna do all these things. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It said, behold, victual shall be good, be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils go. So evils go upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. He said, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And this famine is going to be engineered, man. It's going to be engineered. It is purposefully gonna come because they want a lot of people to die. They want a lot of people to die. You see? And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. You know, and a lot of scenarios gonna pop off that you will be put to death. He say, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. He said, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. He said, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. It says, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. For the city shall be for of the city shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rock. Yeah? This is very telling, man, what's gonna happen, man. A man I got desire for your next man voice. That's how the world is going to be depopulated, man. Hey, the Lord say, if him never come, no flesh will save a motherfucker again. That. I'm going to start from 19. It said, for in those days shall be afflictions, such as was not from the beginning of the creation which God created unto this time, neither shall be He said, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he had chosen, he had shortened the time. Yeah? If it was up to this devil alone, no flesh upon the earth, bro. See? So there's a massive depopulation agenda coming, man. Yeah? So be stupid. Think that these men want to give you free money for you to just live freely without you contributing any at all. And according to them, in their minds, you are the problem for climate change. Yeah, keep believing that shit. Yeah. Yeah, and guess what? The Lord is the one who basically put this in their mind, man. You know, because the Lord wanna call the population, you know, especially in America, man. Especially the Lord want to put a lot of you niggers to sleep, because guess what? You know, you're like wounded animals, man, suffering. They're gonna take you out of your misery. You know, they're doing some crazy shit. You know, not acknowledging the Lord, by the way, not seeking help from the Lord. Yeah. You're getting worse, so you're gonna have to be put down, man. He said, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I call, you did not answer. When I speak, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that where I delighted not. You know, funny. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw a Colombian earthquake. I'm gonna do a video on that. Earthquake also. I saw the Colombian earthquake, and the next scroll I saw Negroes at a party somewhere down the north coast, basically partying, fighting, men, in the water, man, and you know, beating down another Negro, you know, and people was there basically, you know, as in there was nothing going on. One time, if I saw a fight, I tell them, even the people have a stampede, everybody try to make it to the exit or whatsoever. You know, it was like nothing, man. Yeah? But that's what Jake did. Jake be out here reveling. You know, you have a Jamaica Day parade in New York. Jake just want to revel, man, and party and mirth. This is the time for mirth. Meanwhile, you have people fleeing out of buildings down there in Colombia. You have people mirthing. Yeah, other places, man. So you can see why the Lord's gonna put your asses to death, man. You know, but the reality that hit Venezuela and the reality that hit Colombia and that hit those Jake down that side is gonna come to all Jake, man. This is our judgment. Yeah, this is our people's judgment. And a lot of things gonna reach you niggers, man. You know, caught by surprise. Turn the whole world upside down. Literally. You know what I mean? So, you know, these things are coming, man, and you best believe it's at the door, man. You know, all these scenarios gonna play out for you to die. And Esau is heavily involved in it, man. He's orchestrating scenarios, you know, in which you can die. Because that's what he wants, man. And that's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants you to die, man. Yeah? To save his elect only. Yeah? So with that, we say, Kalalali, our Bashem, and Shai Bashem, Raka, Dash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.